In this tutorial, I will demonstrate how I have prepared my digital pictures for a printed portfolio. My suggestion is that you keep it simple and straight to the point, so that the person viewing your portfolio does not get distracted by unnecessary elements such as thick borders or bright colors. Therefore, minimalism is the key when it comes to preparing your portfolio for print. I'll create a blank 14 by 11 template by clicking on File, New. You can create any size, but since my portfolio case is not bigger than 14 by 11, I'll have to work within this parameter. I've set my width to 14, my height to 11, and my resolution to 300. It is very important that your resolution is set to 300 when it comes to print. Now let's click OK. Next, I will go to my picture and convert it to a smart object so that when I downsize it, I will not lose any quality. Simply right-click on your layer and hit Convert to Smart Object. If you have CS3 or a later version of Photoshop, you will be able to do this. For more information on smart objects, please visit the article about this tutorial at our website or simply visit us at Facebook. Rather than converting this image to a smart object, you can resize it right here. However, I'll do it within my new template so that I can freely figure out the exact placement. Now I'll place the image into my new template. We can close this one out. Then I'll select the image and hit Ctrl-T or Command-T if you are using a Mac so that I can start resizing it. Since this is a smart object, I don't have to worry about the loss of quality unless I make the picture bigger than it originally is, which in this case will not be necessary. I'll hold the Shift key to constrain the proportions of this image. Then I'll drag the anchor points. I'll hit Enter to place the image right here. Next, I'll ensure that my image is perfectly centered. I'll go to my Layers panel and unlock the background layer by double-clicking on it. Now, we'll select these two layers by clicking on the background layer and the top layer while holding the Shift key. Notice that both layers are highlighted in blue. Then, I'll go to the top and click Align Horizontal Centers. You can also align the vertical centers. Since some of my pictures have white skies that might sometimes blend in with the white background, I've decided to add a thin border to all of my portfolio pieces. So let's add a thin border. Double-click on your image and select the Stroke checkbox. Set the position to inside so that the border does not curve around the image. I can zoom in and move the image around to see it better. You can simply click on Control plus or Command plus if you're using a Mac. Hold the space bar to move your image around. And notice my border right here. I'll change the size to 5. Leave my opacity the way it is. And I'll set the color to black, and it is black in this case. And then I'll click OK. Now let's zoom out. If you wish, you can change the background to any color. I prefer to stick with either black or white. Once I'm done, I will send my portfolio pieces to a professional photo lab where it will be printed and mounted. Once I've received the prints, I will carefully place them in my portfolio box.